In this video, you're gonna learn exactly how to produce acid house music. My name is David Fritz, and let's jump straight into FL Studio 21. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna work with the preset of Serum 2, which is called BA303 Die Treppe, which is a German word for the staircase or the stairs. It's basically an ARP, and you can see this ARP is modulating specific semitones. Now it's about us to basically create this little pattern. So I've already this kick installed in my house music production template, which is just this one here. So as you can hear, this kick is layered. So the first thing is that you have a hi-hat here. Like the beginning of the kick is literally just this hi-hat sound, but it's very short. And then the further we go in the kick, the more low and then more thumb we have. So now we're gonna go into the Serum 2 preset, and we're gonna basically play it a little bit with the ARP. That's how also I'm making all of my tracks and all my music. I'm playing with sounds, seeing what kind of makes sense. If I'm playing and nothing comes out, I leave it for the day and start producing the next day. But let's see what we come up with. Let's record a pattern here. So we're gonna basically take instrument 1, what's already in the template here. I actually have it already here, and we're just gonna drag it here. Alright, so there we have the acid pattern. We're gonna quantize this one with Command A and then Command Q. Let's make this a little bit more quiet. So what we want to do, we want to also high pass this pattern, because we're going to write on the bottom of this a bassline pattern. So don't cut away too much, otherwise this acid bassline is going to basically lose energy. Cool, now we're going to write a bass, and what we're going to use Serum again. For the good old sake, we're going to use Serum 1, which is the original version. And there are a few presets. So what I like to use a lot of times in those kind of tracks is use a kind of like a combination between a square wave and a sine wave. Because this one sounds very, it has like really great low. Assign it straight away to channel 3, which is just here, the bass channel. There I've already the LFO tool, which is perfect in sidechain compression mode. So basically what I'm doing right now is called modulation. I'm basically playing the same notes with the bass lines that, for example, I would play with the ARP or the main melody. Alright, this sounds already really good. Let's quantize this one as well. A lot of people also ask me, should you always quantize everything? And the answer is very clearly no. Because bass lines, for example, we always quantize it. But for example, elements like a piano or a guitar loop, you want it to be not quantized, because this not quantization makes this element sound very organic, very natural. Because we're still, the thing is, we're producing electronic dance music, but if you focus on always quantizing every tool, it's just gonna sound very static. And it's sometimes good that specific elements are off the grid, but in this case, in this kind of very electronic sound, also for the bass line, I like to quantize it completely. If you've gotten any value by this video so far, please make sure to like it right now and subscribe to my channel to not miss out any house music production tutorials in the future. So now we want to basically add a hi-hat pattern. We want a filthier hi-hat. I have this hi-hat pattern already in my house music production template that you can obviously purchase on gumroad.com. The link for it is under this video. But this hi-hat sounds, I think, too clean. Actually, not too bad. Let's probably exchange it with another hi-hat, which sounds a bit more dirty. So let's go on hi-hats and find a very dark, maybe this one is good as well. This is probably also too low. This one is also very dirty. It sounds very dark. let's add now a clap, which is also just this one here. For the clap, we want again a very dirty, probably very saturated one. I like to, especially for acid house, it's important that you saturate a lot of sounds, like use the decapitator, use maybe the overdrive from FL Studio, use the saturation knob to make those sounds stand out and not just sound very clean. This one could work, but also for this one, I definitely want some sort of saturation going on. So on the clap channel, which is already here in the template, I'm just gonna install, I actually already have saturation knob, so I'm just gonna saturate the absolute shit out of it. Obviously then set it down to the original volume. Now this sounds almost a bit too long, so we're gonna decrease the length of the clap. Add a bit of reverb. Also for the kick, I think the kick now, again in this whole context, sounds a bit too clean. So the first thing we're gonna do is exchange a sample. We can obviously add heaps of plugins on the kick channel, but sometimes all the plugins in the world don't fix it, and then you actually have to go back to the basis of the sound and just change the sample itself. But let's try with a bit of decapitator saturation. This could be good, but now in this case I think I want to also add a kick to the pattern, so like an extra kick, for example, yeah. Nice. Also this kick, before the kick I will just like decrease the volume a little bit. Now we can always add some pad in the background, so let's just basically take this instrument too and put it down here. And now we're gonna basically write a pad pattern just in the background very slightly. But before I tell you how to write the pad, I also want to quickly just remind you that I'm also offering one-on-one online coaching. To find out more about that, just wait until the end of this video and you're gonna find out more about this whole thing, because it's gonna benefit you a lot as a music producer. I'm not gonna go into the sound design of a pad, but I have already a few presets here. Maybe comment below this video as well if you want me to drop a preset pack on Serum where you can use. There's a few presets I have basically. One of them is a lush pad, for example. A lot of times in the process of producing a song, I like to mute certain elements and then create and add new elements into the song independent from other elements, because then also makes it easier to mix them because you can hear them better. A lot of times it's very advisable though to make it in the whole context of the whole song, otherwise you're gonna basically then add the elements back in and it's just gonna sound absolute crap. So definitely consider that. I really like this one, but I think this one sounds almost too lush. So the reason why it's so lush is because we have two sine waves. I think we're gonna have to exchange one of those waves and make it something like a bit more aggressive. Maybe this one. So if I would create now a whole song, I would probably put this acid pattern just in the beginning, but let it basically fade in slowly with a low pass filter. I'm not going to create the whole song now, obviously. I just want to quickly explain you how I would go if I would make this whole song. So I'm just going to obviously add a low pass filter on the acid pattern. And then create an automation which goes like this. And then always play with taking elements away, take the heights away, take the clap away. This is like a big big thing like arrangement wise, just to keep it interesting, keep it simple. If you're now still struggling to get your house music tracks sound professional and you're tired of endlessly tweaking on the knobs without good results, then I have two game-changing options for you. Option number one is my DF Originals VIP online coaching, which is a deep dive program where we're going to basically work together on mixing, mastering, song arrangement, whatever you couldn't really learn over my YouTube tutorials. So I'm going to guide you over 8 to 12 weeks personally through online coaching, where you're going to improve way faster than having to figure out everything by yourself. So if you're serious about leveling up your house music production skills, message me VIP over Instagram and I will see if you're a good fit into my online coaching. But be quick, there's only 4 spots left before I will increase the price by $50. Option number 2 is the most cost-effective one, which is to join my DF Originals community over Discord. This is basically an exclusive members-only Discord group where we're going to work together with other music producers on mixing, arrangement. We're going to also do bi-weekly coaching calls. So whatever you're struggling with, you're going to be a part of an amazing community of house music producers where you're going to improve faster together. We're going to work together on a few tracks. I'm going to also sometimes send you a few samples, give you track feedback, so you're going to just improve way faster. But here's the catch. For every 10 members who join, I will increase the monthly fees by 50%. So if you want to join for just $10 a month, don't wait. Subscribe now via the Gumroad link, which is under this video, and be part of this amazing group of house music producers. I've already helped a bunch of house music producers to level up their game. Just see for yourself.
You were teaching your process of doing things, right? But then
Yes.
It's good to have a reference to understand how are other people doing it. So right now you told me, right, you're using presets and then you're tweaking. That didn't occur to me. I'm like sitting here and then I want to be original, have my own sounds.
I don't have anything else, but I definitely learned a lot, man. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
I definitely wouldn't have found any of this stuff out on my own.
Anyway, thanks a lot for watching this whole video, bro. I really appreciate you. Make sure to check out this video as well, which explains exactly how to produce Zara house music in FL Studio. Really easy tutorial to follow, also with the Zara step. Comment below this video if you think if I should also soon create a tutorial where I'm explaining exactly how to create the Zara step from scratch. And happy producing, bro. I'll see you in the next one.